Is there someone in your life that you like right now? Maybe you've just started a new relationship and you're worrying about how to tell them about your Crohn's disease or other medical condition. Well, don't worry, because I've got you. In this video, I will break it down for you on how to tell someone that you have Crohn's disease. Hello, welcome back to my channel. For the best tips, tricks, and information relating to Crohn's and colitis, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified every time I post a video every Sunday. So this is part one of 3 videos I'm going to do, which will help guide you through on how to tell someone that you like or are currently dating about your Crohn's disease if you haven't already. Just a little note here that everything I will go on to explain in this video is relatable to you if you want to tell people about your condition as well. Okay, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. If you're opening up about your illness or other condition, it can be scary and has its pros and cons. So the ways you can do this is face-to-face, over the phone, or even over text, and this will all depend on how comfortable you are in doing this. I'll go into these in a moment, but before you tell them, it is worth deciding beforehand what you want them to know. You don't have to share everything, and depending on what you share will depend on how new your friendship or relationship is with that person and how comfortable you are in sharing the details. Okay, so face-to-face conversations. Personally, I prefer to tell people about my Crohn's disease face-to-face, as you can see their reaction and body language when you tell them. Face-to-face conversations allow you to have a real-time conversation where you can also express in your facial expressions and body language what it means to you as well. Most likely, they will be able to pick up that this is a difficult situation for you to talk about and will hopefully be respectful and listen to what you have to say. Not only does it give them an opportunity to ask you questions, but it gives you the opportunity to see how they react to it and how their facial expressions and body language is towards you. Second option is you can call them over the phone or go one better and FaceTime. Not only will you be able to hear their reaction, and if you're FaceTiming, see their reaction, it's almost the same as doing it face-to-face, and so all the points I've previously mentioned still apply. The third option is over text. Some may find this the best option because it can avoid any feelings of embarrassment, and plus it's much easier to just type something and hit send when you find it difficult to say in words. Now, I sort of rank those hows into first, second, and third best in my opinion, but everyone is different and there is no right or wrong way to do it. As for example, sending a text about your illness can lead to a phone call, which then can turn into a FaceTime or video call, which then can lead into you both seeing each other in person. So the way you can approach the subject of talking about your Crohn's disease is by saying, or even texting the person something like, "Is it okay if I can talk to you about something?" The usual response will be, they will say yes in that coy way of, yeah, but you can literally just start with the conversation with, "I have something called Crohn's disease," and then you'll find the conversation will naturally flow once you start building a momentum in the conversation. Remember, you don't have to share everything about your condition, so decide what parts you want to share for now, and make sure you highlight the good things that have come from your illness. This can include making new friends, or if you do volunteer to raise awareness, that is also a very good thing which you can highlight. Also, be clear in the conversation that you're the one living with the condition. If they try and put their own opinions on what you should be doing, gently remind them that you know your own body best. It's also an idea to let them know that they can be part of your support system. By talking about your condition to them, you're showing them that you can trust them and opening up to them, which some people can find endearing. Now, I'd just like to point out that whichever way you decide to tell someone about your illness, regardless of how they react, you should be proud that you found the courage to attempt to talk about it. I personally have spent 10 years hiding my Crohn's disease, and only recently in the last few years have I found the courage to even come on here and over on my social media pages to even document my journey so far. Now, whether you are disclosing your condition to your crush, your boss, or even a friend, you will worry how they will react, and that is completely normal. You'll understand more of how they take it when you tell them, just by the way they act around you and the general vibe you get from them. So when at work, co-workers will start taking an interest and may have a light bulb moment when you tell them as to why you do certain things or why you spend so much time in the loo. In friendships, friends will stay friends, and in romantic relationships, it can go one of two ways. One, the person can be totally fine with it and things stay the same. Two, the person can either slowly fade from your life or just end things there and then. Don't worry if that happens to you, and I know it hurts, but that's not the type of energy or person you need in your life or be in a relationship with. So now you know how to tell someone about your Crohn's disease or other illness, but what about actually going on a date or even just meeting up with that person? Well, I've done a video on just that, and the link to that is in the description box below. Also, if you want to join an exclusive community of people who receive my personal tips and tricks on living with Crohn's and colitis, make sure you sign up to my newsletter by visiting the link in the description box below. If you like this video, then let me know by giving me a like, subscribe and share it with your friends and family, and leave a comment below on how helpful you have found this video. I'd love to hear your feedback so I can adapt my videos and make better videos for you all. Now make sure you check out these videos on more useful tips, tricks and information for Crohn's and colitis. Hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a video, as well as leaving a like and a comment if you enjoyed this and found it useful, and I can't wait to see you all in the next episode.